Hey guys, it's Carrie, the Invisible Goddess, and it's time to get back into the craft room. I'll flip it around and show you our current starting point. This is part 2 of cleaning up my craft room, I think May edition, whatever I called it. But I'm itching to get back to it. I'm feeling the need to organize. So let's get to it. So this is where we are right now. Two things have changed since you last saw things. I brought down this sewing machine, which there's a video on. It is a match to the Kenmore that my mom originally had, and I don't want to get back to her. So I got her another one. It's the same exact machine, except this one has a cover, although that hole tells me that this cover doesn't go with this machine. Okay, so that changed, and this big empty area, I moved the bottom of my grandfather's toolbox from there, just because you don't need to see me struggle to move it. So this is the current state of the craft area. I'm not sure what's going on over here, like what I want to do. That's what you guys sit on, by the way. I'm thinking possibly that I want to put those on top of some wire cubes that I have. Oh, the other thing that changed is I did move. So we ended with these two being empty, and I had the Christmas stuff up there. But again, method to my madness. This is going to be overflow fabric storage if I need it. That's still Christmas. This is going to be an extension of my UFOs and on-deck projects. So I do have some things already to put here, such as this is fabric for my curtains. And this bag is, and that cardboard is fabric and, you know, a pattern for a bag my sister asked me to make. And we can probably get this off the floor too. That is a UFO. It's the memory bear project that I have going on. Okay, let's put you on the stand and get going. Okay guys, I'm going to start with the easiest thing first, and this chair can go out of the way. That's pretty easy. That would be a step stool, not a chair. This is a chair. This is a pretty cool tote bag pattern. Must be cool since I made one for my mom. My sister actually asked me to make her one, but it comes with a front pocket that crisscrosses both ways, and then you can also put stuff in the back, which is a single pocket. Oops, I lied. This is not the fabric, this is. Spoiler, she asked for a mermaid bag. And this is Emily's fabric, and this is my fabric, so it's no cost. I feel like I'm missing a box somewhere, guys. Oh, because it's right here. Anybody remember the video I did getting this? This is all the extra stuff that they gave me, which it's now time to put away. And I'm going to put my sister's project in this box. I'm going to use this as part of my kitchen curtains, and it goes with that lighter orange fabric. spoiler alert, full bath fabric. The other part of the kitchen curtain fabric. And I'm pretty sure this is going to end up in the master bedroom or whatever I'm supposed to call that now. I'm sorry, I don't know. Tell me in the comments and I will correct myself. This rest of the stuff can get put in a pile to get put back though. Let me move this so I can be lazy and sit down. It's heavy. I already have categories for zippers. I have categories for everything, but I have drawers for zippers and elastics, so I'm just going to put them in there. This is, it says serger on it, but this is definitely not serger stuff. That's trash. We have some machine parts and pens. All of with the exception of this bow, the rest of everything that goes in here is sewing notions and goes in this little cart right next to me. So this is now empty and I can use it as a project box again. I do have the top and I know where it is. This is trim that should go upstairs and display items. An empty bag. I need to make covers for my floor steamer. So this is ideas. I thought I had already cut up part of this. No, I was just cold when I was down here. It's one of my dad's shirts that I was wearing. It's actually right past you. So I'll hang it back up. Remember the scrundies that I made? This is the fabric that I pulled out to finish the last one. So it goes back on the shelf too. Technically this is a project too. If you watched my recreating my childhood bedroom video, I talked about finding fabric that matches what I already had, 40 some years later, and how a Facebook group helped me do it. This is the fabric that I ordered, and it's just enough to mostly make a comforter for the twin bed that I have in that room. So it's also going on the project shelf because it is a project. It is something that I intentionally am going to make with this fabric versus just the miscellaneous. I could make something with it, but I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Maybe I'll ask my mom to make it while she's visiting. like having stuff next to me, apparently, and I've been using the step stool, and this will probably end up going back in the corner. You know what? I'm going to put it in the corner now. Oh, did you guys catch that? That was a good catch. These are actually dry erase and cork boards that need to be hung up, which means there's a shelf for that crap I need to do. So I'm going to put it on the shelf. It might look like my fabric. This is the entire thing is designated for fabric. It might look like my fabric is under control. Might not to you, but it's kind of under control, but it is not how I want it. So in a different video, I plan on using all of this, which is my extra empty bins. I plan on using that stuff, plus probably one of the drawers that you're sitting on, the wide 2-drawer chest, to organize this fabric so it is easier for me to see and know what I have. For the most part, it's actually sorted. There might be a little touch up I can do, but I can fold it differently so I can see it better. I can store it differently, and that's going to be a video all of its own. So working our way this way, I still need to mess with this table. That's my cutting table. And work my way around. Again, it's gonna look worse before it looks better. A lot worse, probably. Yeah. Never-ending supply of UFOs. So this is a dice tray, or a valet. You see how the corners, it's supposed to have snaps in the corners. And we all know I needed to order more snaps, so this goes on the UFO shelf, and I'm going to put snaps in it. This is display stuff, blocking the light. It goes on a shelf. This is stuff that I did to help with my display items for, let's call them fixtures, that I don't have anymore, which means I can get rid of the cardboard that's inside them and put the fabric with the fabric. Okay, so UFO fabric. This isn't fabric, it's still a display. I can use it for magnetic stuff, so it's going to go up on the shelf. These are cutting implements. Not quite sure where they need to go. That's where I would use them. maybe for right now. Nope, that's not gonna work. Diagonal does though. Did you see any of that? Of course not. Putting them underneath my drawing table. That's a drawing table. Recycling. Probably a good idea to keep the manual to my serger, huh? Ooh, but where to put it? Should tape it underneath there, the table that it's sitting on. A little drawer set you can't see. That's where it's going to go. I don't have the patience for puzzles, so these are going to go to the Buy Nothing group. And even if I did have the patience for puzzles, my cats won't allow it. Even if I have no drawer, there is always a junk drawer. And this, and this are essentially a junk drawer, and they need to be micro organized because I have to figure out what to do with all this junk. Is it junk? If it's junk, I can get rid of it. But wait, there's more. Let's take a hydration break. We're going to call this a hydration break. This is soda. That can be put away. But wait, there's more. See, I remembered more junk drawer stuff. I don't know what to do with stuff like this. Can you see the dude's little hand? It was a gnome, wizard, something like that somebody gave me. Gosh, can you see? No, you can't. Can you see it there? I'll take a picture. It's his little eyeglasses. Like, I could probably melt the wax. This is a candle. Did I say it's a candle? It's a candle. And it's completely burned down. I should get rid of it, right? And then this is probably actual crystal. I had an executive vice president that I worked for that liked to give crystal as Christmas gifts, and I worked for them for 7 years. So I have a lot of actual. I mean, it's got stuff in it, so it's not going to really ping, but can you hear it? I think it would sound different if it's actually glass. Yes, this is glass. So maybe I won't get rid of the actual crystal. That container's going though. All right, so I need to stick this in the freezer. I have a freezer down here and hopefully be able to pull out the wax. Let's do that. So I used this. I've used it at work. I've used it for multiple different things. Thank you. I worked myself up so bad 2 weeks ago. I have 5 of these. I couldn't find any of them. They are my favorite. They're Fiskars. So yay, now I know where one is. Is it in there? Anyway, I use this at shows. It holds my chalk pens. It holds a stylus so people can sign my phone when I'm running their Square purchases through. You know what? That's going to be a video too. I'm going to go through exactly what I bring to craft shows so I don't forget anything. So we'll go through that then. But since I am not currently doing in-person craft fairs, I'm probably going to repurpose this for my smaller bits of fabric that I want to keep together and have easily grabbable. It's apparently much more of a problem for me when I put it in bins and I can't see it. So I want closed storage. Like, this is chaotic to me, but I'm okay with closed storage like this if I can see through it. So maybe that's the problem, is that I can't see through it. So this is essentially junk items right now to go with the junk drawer. That's to hang up a guitar that I have. I'm gonna put that on the project shelf. And then, I have oil somewhere. Let me wipe my hand. I'm putting I ultimately would like to have an exercise area in the other half of the basement. And I have an extra TV with a DVD player. So that's where this is going to go, so I can get my groove on, get some exercise. This is going on the project shelf. All right, so while I was over there, I found something that I was looking for, which is a pegboard organizer. I bought this for my closet because I was putting pegboards in my closet at my other house. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with it. It's going to help with this cart. Meaning it's going to help me not use the cart. You're not even in fucking frame.